Hi guys, Scott again, and welcome back to another video. Now, a lot of you have been asking for this for a while and it's long overdue in an update, but today, as you can see, I'm going to tell you about what's been going on with the Volvo, why I haven't done anything with it, why the content's been so slow, and just a general update on the car itself. But before we get into it, just hit over 500 subscribers recently. Unbelievably happy with that. Can't thank you enough. So if you don't subscribe already, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know. I love feeding back all your comments. I've had so many great interactions off my videos so far, and I enjoy hearing your thoughts, and no doubt you're going to get some today because it's a bit of a different video. So yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, Volvo, 184,000 miles. I still haven't made it to 185k. It has actually been sat on the driveway. This is gonna be a pain, and I'm gonna get a lot of judgment from a lot of Volvo fans, but it's actually been sat on my driveway for probably about 3 months now, or near on, and that is an absolute, yeah, heartbreaking. I'm not a fan of it. I miss driving this thing so much. I miss the sound, but unfortunately I left all the work I needed and wanted and could do to it myself too late before the MOT. So the MOT was due in around about December 2022, last year, and I didn't actually start prepping the new wing to go on or any of the brake changes that I realised I needed to do, which I'm going to get into in this video, until probably about early November 22. So I left myself a month, and doing it around work and the weather being as cold as it was towards the end of last year, I just couldn't get outside on the driveway to do it. So it's been sat for about 3 months and I haven't made too much progress, but that is what today's about. Today is about making all the progress I need to do, because I want this thing MOT'd and back on the road by the end of the month. That's not a promise, it's a hope. Let's see how we go. But yeah, so as you can see, wing very dodgily painted, and a little repair. Not the most professional repair. I was doing it when I felt, so to repair that, obviously it was a small rust thing. I got rid of all the surface rust, did it down, covered it in some like Hammerite sort of rust prevention paint, got some filler from Halfords and some wire mesh, and then basically filled it. I didn't finish it as well as I could have if I cared, because a lot of it's under the bumper, so as long as it's structurally sound, that's fine by me. And it turns out with the paint job, I actually ordered the wrong paint, so it is slightly the wrong colour, so it's not going to match the car completely, but at least it's red and not blue. So I didn't actually paint match the colour code with the VIN number, which was my big mistake. I took for gospel, someone commented on my video saying, oh, you don't see many autumn gold 850s, so I was like, oh, sound, autumn gold, I'll buy that. And I don't actually know if it's autumn gold because it looks slightly different. So, but yeah, so the wing's ready to go on. I'll show you where I'm at with that. Well, when I say ready to go on, the old one's still on and it's in an absolute state, but I'm going to show you that. Anyway, let's get out the car and update you on this. Let's get the bonnet open. I'm not sure if I latched it properly. Oh yeah, excuse my professional footwear. Lovely. So all I did was I've tacked it in with this bolt in here, but it's pretty much ready to come off on that. That's on tight. Trying to do this one-handed, it doesn't work. Right, so that one's all off, and I'm going to show you where it was actually held on and how close I am to getting this off, and then I'm going to explain to you what I've got left to do and the issue to it. But first, absolute state of the hole down here. I've actually been having to hammer to get some of these bits out, and then rust is just falling out underneath the car. But it's yeah, definitely needed changing. So how to hold this wing on there is bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, bolt here. One down there behind the actual bonnet, and actually you have to remove that. Headlight and all that is out. There's a couple around here behind this little faceplatey thing, and then there's one which is only applicable on 96 or after 850s, which I'm so lucky to have, which is hidden all the way right down in here, and that's the one that I'm rather struggling to get out, so hopefully soon, to be fair. I think an hour or so and I should have it done. And then there's one up here and one down the bottom. Obviously they're all out and the wheel arch lining's pretty much off, my guard's off, and it's all pretty much ready to go other than that one bolt. And it's coming to the stage where it's coming out one way or another. You can see the extent of the rust in there. Obviously there's one rusty bolt I need to get out, but I'm going to pop the bottom trim off, that just unclips, and then that won't be too difficult. But it's the one in here that I just can't get out. So for now I'm going to tack that bolt back in how I had it. That panel gap, I think of that. Yeah, so I've tacked that all back in for now, because that's not actually the agenda for today. So the agenda for today is the brakes. They haven't moved in a while, so they're a bit whatever, but this one looks like it's been metal on metal. I changed the one on the other side, and the one on the other side had only been one of the pistons had seized, which is another thing, I'm going to get into it, but one of the pistons had seized and it wasn't allowing full function, so in part of it was just wearing weirdly, so that needed changing for the MOT. But yeah, so in the boot of the Volvo I have got budget brakes, one brake caliper, budget brake pads, because why not, I want to see how good they actually are. And then I wasn't actually expecting these, but those of you on the 850 owners group, I went on, saw a little message, and someone had put, if you want brake pads, get these from Euro Car Parts, because I could not believe how cheap they were. These brake discs, bearing in mind they're Padgett, and Padgett aren't a bad brand, they were £8 and 9p a disc, and if you don't believe me, that's the list price. 49 apparently, unit price £8 and 9p, so my total was £16 and 18p for 2 brake discs, and they're pretty substantial stuff. Like, how can you have 2 of these for 16 quid? I was so like, worst case I call their bluff and they don't really work. Best case scenario, 3 cheap brake pads. Well, free, 16 quid, 16 quid, 16 quid, can't complain at that at all. So, agenda for today is, I've put 1 rear brake disc on already, and then I realised the caliper was seized, so that stopped work for that. So I need to get 2 rear caliper changes, 4 sets of brake pads, and 3 discs. See how we go, because I've got a mate coming around to help me bleed the brakes after I do all of this later on in a couple of days. So I've got today and tomorrow really to get it done, but I'm going to keep you updated, and you're going to see some of my dodgy dealings today. So I'm just going to put it out there first, I'm not a professional, I'm doing this as a bit of a hobby, that's why I'm doing it to the Volvo, not the Focus. It's a bit of a learning curve for some of it, but it's what it is. I'm confident enough and comfortable enough to do it myself, but I've never done some of this before, so interesting. So yeah, be kind with your comments, but don't if you don't want to, it's funny. I'm putting this out there for your entertainment. Brand new brake caliper, these are only £35, which I can't complain at either, other than the fact that the reason this one's already professionally spray painted with the same spray paint rattle can I used for the wing is because I, as you can see there's a big L, I managed to order 2 brake calipers thinking 1 left, 1 right, but what I'd actually done was order 2 left, so I had to wait another week to get this one and be able to paint it. So I'm about to spray paint it. So I don't want to spray paint over these little retaining pins for the pads, so I'm just going to knock them out. Professional job, I know, don't worry, I'm going to clean it up, but it's hard doing it one-handed. So while the brake caliper's drying, I'm going to start trying to tackle these little brakes here. So breaker bar, wheel off, wheel, nuts undone, jack up, wheel off, stand under if it fits. If not, we'll work around it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. A bit rogue. That was rather easy. Maybe I didn't do them up properly after last time. Okay, yeah, I definitely did do them up after last time. That's why they're coming off so easy. So to jack up the car, I'm actually going to use the jack that came with the car. Now when I first looked at this, I thought it's broken, it's missing a bit, because I didn't actually understand what was going on here. But after closer inspection, it's actually the coolest stock jack I've ever seen. Where are we looking? Right under here, if you can see it. The little bracket. And it goes on there, and then it actually lifts up the whole side of the car, which is pretty cool. So okay, so yeah, pretty much I've summed up what I need to do there. I was going to make it all one video, but by the looks of it, it's just going to be far too long if I include a lot of me doing the changing bits. So I will try and record them, see how it goes, and put it in. Never know, but hopefully that'll make another video, so there's a bit more content for you to watch, because I know I've been slack, and I'm trying to keep up the videos because I honestly enjoy it. And yeah, so lots of work to do on the Volvo. Hopefully get it done, hopefully have it MOT'd. I know when it goes for its MOT, it's probably going to need a few things. I think there's a gasket in the exhaust it needs doing. Sounds a bit blowy, but it had a brand new system in 2019 and it's not done that many miles since then. So I'm hoping just a gasket, and I think the front suspension might need some work. But for now, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment if you've made it this far, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.